Feel the power worldwide. Live with Bill Deitz.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the show. On the show today with me, go ahead, raise some hell. Come on. Get it going. Come on. Nice welcome, huh, Chris? Good to see you, Chris. Well, anyway, I just want to apologize first. Just excuse me for 1 second. I just want to apologize to everybody listening that the show was canceled last Tuesday due to my health. But I'm feeling much better. Everybody says I'm getting color back in me. But anyway, I don't know what the hell they're spraying in the air down here, but I think they're trying to kill us all off. But I'm better. I'm on my way back, and here we go. I got to tell you, thank you, everybody. Thank you. They just won't stop applauding.
They love you. Your people love you, Bill.
I'm glad someone likes me.
I always have.
Well, thank you. We go back a few days, don't we?
A long time.
Anyway, thanks everybody and your best wishes for being concerned of what happened. And I got to tell you this, Jamie, how's my hair? Did your hair appointment work?
Yeah, it looks good.
Thank you. Yes.
Looks really good.
Good. This is my dear friend for, Chris, what, 25 years?
At least.
We go back, you know?
So long ago, speaking of hair, when I first met you, your hair was black. And I still have it. A very, very long time ago.
Yep.
You're still darn good looking.
Now I'm like a silver fox, huh?
You are foxy.
Well, thank you. Oh boy, don't take me there.
All right.
Get that tub down here, Will. Anyway.
What do you need?
The tub, the hot tub. Let's get it down here. Take this on the get it in the tub. Well, anyway, let me introduce you to Christopher Long, which I call him Chris. And, you know, Chris has had an amazing ride in the last 2 or 3 years. He's got to go out and do his legwork of writing books and being an author. And he did a great book on poison. He told all the truth, whether they like it or not.
Like it or not. To the best of my ability, to the
Yes.
best of my recollection.
Yes. And in the meantime, Chris has just released a new book.
Yay.
This is my personal copy, and I am going to have him autograph it for me as soon as I'm done today. But anyway, we have a lot to talk about: our past, our future, the things that are going on. And our new facility is just amazing. We have moved downstairs, as you can see. Our new soundstage next door, we're going to start blowing out major acts and start releasing major videos and new CDs, releases, and we're going to change the content up, so we're not only going to be broadcasting music. So if anybody has any ideas of shows they'd like to see or what's going on or things that we could help promote, please bring them on, okay? But in the meantime, Chris, let's get back to 25 years ago. How about the night I met you in my studio?
Right. I came to your house.
That's right.
Looking for a studio to record and looking for a producer for my band.
Right. And you know,
And you
hindsight.
threw me out.
I almost
You laughed
did.
at me and threw me out in the cold.
Yeah. Anyway, the truth hurts.
True
don't it?
story.
Yep.
True
It's
story.
a very honest story, and I got to tell you, hindsight's 20/20. And if I would have known what I did do today, back then I would have signed him immediately.
I tried to tell you we were the greatest thing ever, and you just weren't having it. So.
Well, you know, there was a lot of great things, but you guys were the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We had our moments.
You guys had a lot of moments.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, when you put the guitar player in a nurse outfit, that really blew my mind. Tell everybody, was that the Glitter Hicks?
Oh, that was in the group Glitter Hit. Yeah, that took what we achieved in Dead Serious to the next level. You know,
Watch our sign
it's
now.
Fine
Welcome in the
scenery
club,
here.
man.
I don't want to destroy your scenery. Yeah, so we did some crazy stuff when I was in the group Dead Serious, and then I moved on to Glitter Hick, and we were even wackier hijinks ensued, and which would have been around the time we were associated.
Well, I'm going to take you guys to a different level, and I'm going to tell you where you guys took me. You guys were so far ahead of your game here. You guys were like a theatrical unit, like the Tubes. Let's go there.
The Tubes were my role model. You know, when I was 12 years old, growing up, and living in record stores, looking at pictures of the Tubes, and it was a very visual, even beyond what Kiss was doing. You know, it was very glam. I always had a thing for bands with dudes that looked like chicks.
Yep.
You know, you gotta love that.
Well, Fee was one tall one, wasn't he? With them silver boots
and
on?
then with the 10-inch platform boots, the tubes were great. They were very inspirational. So as I got older and got into pursuing bands on my own, the tubes were a real inspiration.
Well, I think at that day, Chris, things were going away from people just going in and watch bands play. They wanted to see more than a band just play, and it became like a Broadway production.
They wanted more bang for the buck.
That's it.
1975, we started moving away.
Yep. In fact, I think we're still making the same bucks 20 years later. But anyway, a lot of my most memories, I think, was you guys at the power station.
Yeah.
I hate but with my son's band, Onyx Drive, back in the day. And you guys, we never had a lot of competition. We never ever thought of the music business as competition. We all got along together.
Well, that's why it thrived. The music scene really thrived. 1989, 1990, you look at the U.S. map in terms of music scenes, and you had New York, Chicago, Atlanta, Austin, L.A., and Melbourne, Florida, right down here. And some of the biggest touring bands fought to come to Melbourne, and the local music scene at that time, anybody at any time was a heartbeat away from being signed, and there wasn't the competition, like you said. It was a real camaraderie.
Right.
We were all working together.
All worked together. We all promoted each other.
If you succeed, I succeed. That sort of mentality, and that had a lot to do with the success of the music scene.
Right. For a small area here, Brevard County, Florida. Again, I got to tell you, we live in paradise here. They haven't caught up with us yet, but they're trying to infiltrate, if you know what I mean. In fact, I'm in my hunting attire. I'm getting ready. Next week, hopefully, I'm not in camouflage and headed on my way to Washington with my bulldozer to push it into Potomac over this sequester bullshit that we'll get to. But anyway, let's go back to banging on doors, Chris. We both tried to bang on doors through the years for recording deals. You know what we both went through?
Sure.
And here we are 25 years later, and we're banging on doors.
We're
going
through them
out
here. And cutting demos and working with bands and moving forward.
Here we go, brother.
Still moving forward, Bill.
Yep.
That's what's important.
Stay
in the game and move forward.
Right. But anyway, I want to introduce everybody to the new book. I don't know if you can read this, but I got to tell you, this is a great story. The artwork is phenomenal in here. And I've just been looking at some of these pictures, and I can relate to everything that's in this book. So, the title. No, let's keep them guessing out here. No, the title will be, Come On, A Story of Rock, Ruin, and Revelation. So, Chris, tell us about the book.
Well, it recounts my life growing up, pursuing fame and fortune in the music business, and some of the people that I was lucky enough to connect with over the years, and moving forward, pursuing that dream, and some of the crazy things that happened along the way. It's also a very personal story, some of the success, some of the heartbreak, and so on. And as I finally really started to achieve some significant success in the industry very late in life, at a time when a lot of guys our age had given up and so on, I was still in there. So very, very late in life, I started getting opportunities, and as those doors were opening and really stepping up to the upper levels in the industry, I realized that maybe it wasn't what it was all cracked up to be after all. Maybe there's some things in life that were a little more important than record deals and being famous and hanging with rock stars. Maybe family, faith, that sort of, maybe those things were actually more important than some of the other things I've been focused on for too many years.
Well, we lose sight of really what we're going for. I remember in the old days of me trying to push my music like you did, and you're the same type of person I am. The minute you said no to me meant that I'm coming back harder.
Right.
Persistence always overcomes resistance, and this is my calling. I know it's your calling. And believe me, I feel blessed to be here with you today after all these years. And
likewise,
here we are again.
We're still here, man. It's
and
cool.
we're coming. We don't care what you think. You know what I mean? We're coming. And we're going to promote everybody, and we're going to...
And your audience, your studio audience here, obviously loves you.
Well, I'm glad
Hear 'em
someone
cheering
does, because
for
I
you.
pissed off a lot of people along the way, but I'm not
I
giving
didn't
the
know that.
address out. But hey, you know what? Me and Chris will tell you, we've learned that negative promotion is much better than positive, because people will talk about you. And as long as they're talking about you, you've got it going on.
Alice Cooper, 1971.
Marilyn Manson.
There's no such thing as good publicity or bad publicity. It's just publicity. Make sure you spell my name right.
And how do you spell that? No, they can't. Yeah, right there. Yeah.
There you go.
But anyway, God bless everybody. We just have to keep things real. I think that's the way I'm dressed today. I'm not out here to be someone I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm only me. You like me for who I am, or don't tune in. But anyway, please pass the word and tune in.
Right. Sure.
Because the shows are getting better every week. I got to tell you, it's just phenomenal, the people that want to come on board. And you're going to be surprised at who's going to be popping their heads out here in the next few weeks, and what's going to show up behind us, and who's going to show up in our new sound stage. Let's talk about that for a minute, Chris.
All right.
We have this vision. And, we've both been in major recording studios and dealt with major people in this business. We have definitely how would I say, is it brung or brought?
However, you're the host.
They're coming though. We've definitely made this facility to be something that people want to come to and do all their production here.
Well, I could see the vision just walking through the front door, and Sean gave me a great VIP tour of the whole facility.
It's just beautiful.
And based on my experiences, this facility, it's not what you would perceive of as a local facility. This is a world-class operation that you guys are developing here. This is the kind of place in Brevard County that people from elsewhere will travel to come
all
to.
over the world.
Yeah, you've got the rehearsal soundstage downstairs, the state-of-the-art recording upstairs, and accommodations. You got the beach right across the street.
Big selling points.
Who wouldn't want to come here and make a record?
Well, we've both been everywhere, but
I don't even have a band, and I want to come here and make a record.
Not a problem,
there
Chris.
you go.
We're going to make one.
I see the vision, and,
Right.
and it's a work in progress.
Yes.
But as soon as I walked in the door, this is a no-brainer. Holy cow, I get this. This is
Yeah, I
incredible.
feel like we've moved Bearsville Records to Brevard County in a way, because that
Absolutely.
was a state-of-the-art facility like this, where you went in the door, you didn't come out for days. Your video, your audio, production, all your food, everything, your sleeping was all in there like IBM.
Mhm.
So you come here, you relax with us, you do your recording, you do your sleeping, and whatever else we can accommodate, we're going to bring it on to you.
And you see that vision as soon as you walk in the door. It's a
Beautiful.
big picture,
Yep.
big picture scenario.
Yeah, well, we didn't want to quite go on the air right away, and that's another thing I'm going to tell everybody every day now at 12 o'clock, except for Sunday. We call Sunday potluck now. You can live stream. We live stream every day now at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you're going to see a lot of different bands being set up in the sound stage. You're going to see a lot of different content coming on. A lot of people are coming in to share stories. So anyway, definitely better than the Kardashians. So if people want to watch
Definitely.
that nonsense,
No.
so we're going to get right down to reality TV.
Real
So,
reality.
real
TV.
reality.
Okay.
We fart, you're going to hear it. And we
Noted.
do fart loud, so
Noted.
Jamie, I have no countdown clock, so
I'm keeping track of everything. You got about a minute and a half left. I was just about to give you your 1 minute warning.
that's good. I just check and see if you're awake back
Yeah.
here. That's all.
Oh, no, I'm awake.
Oh, good. Good. You sound chipper today.
Oh, really cheaper.
Yep. Next time I need a haircut, get me a new beautician. Did you hear me? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I have to. I keep muting my
Well,
mic so people don't hear me
I
talking
just like to
back
keep
here.
my do up to style.
Oh, you're rocking it.
I mean, next month I'm going to have a bun on the back of my
We're
head.
going to call you Bill Kardashian from now on.
I like that. Does
You're
that mean I
rocking
got to dye my hair black?
You can do whatever you want. You're the host.
I'm the
It's your
host.
call.
I'm the host. Well, anyway, I got about a minute left to finish this up before we go to break. Next, I'm going to have on Trip Spring. He's the advocate here for legalization of medical marijuana in the state of Florida. And you know what? This really needs to be addressed, because so many states have bowed themselves out of their financial ruin because they can tax this stuff. And so this is something that people need to wake up and pay attention to, but we're going to get to this in a minute. When we're done interviewing Mr. Trip Spring here in a few minutes, Chris will join me again, and then we're going to go out to San Diego with Mark Connors. And an APB out on Gibson. Gibson, call us. We're ready to bring you on about 240, I think, 250. Well, anywhere, wherever you are, pick up the phone. We'll be right back, everybody. Thank you.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Bada bing queen, bada bing, bada bing queen, bada bing, bada bing queen, bada bing queen. She's my teenage dream, the apple of my eye. She's only 16, but you know I can't lie. Saw her standing there on my MTV when she sang at the mall. It did something to me. Bada bing queen, bada bing, bada bing queen, bada bing, bada bing queen, bada bing queen. In her tight black pants, she moved all around. I got caught drooling as I turned up the sound. I'm older than her daddy, do you know what I mean? Don't hold it against me, little bada bing, bada bing, bada bing queen, bada bing, bada bing queen, bada bing, bada bing queen, bada bing queen. Cover the bail. She's my teenage dream, the apple of my eye. She's only 16, but you know I can't lie. Bada bing, bada bing, queen, bada bing, bada bing, queen, bada bing, bada bing, queen, bada bing, bada bing, queen. Bada bing, bada bing. Bada bean, bada bean. Tiffany is my bada bean queen.
We're back live with Bill Deitz.
You're on.
You mean I'm on what?
You're online.
I mean, I'm not on that. Are we on your TV? That's the question. Or your computer. If we're not on your TV or computer, turn us on. Mm-hmm. Let me introduce you to Trip Spring.
Hey, Bill. Long time no see.
Hey, Trip. Long time no see,
Right.
brother.
Right.
everybody's wondering what the hell you're doing here, Trip, and what this can is about.
Okay. Well, I'm with Florida Cannabis Action Network. We have a bill in front of the Florida State House. It's called the Kathy Jordan Bill with medicinal marijuana. And I'm here just to spread the word. Kathy Jordan is the president of Florida Cannabis Action Network. And go to our website, flcan.org. That's flcan.org. And that stands for Florida Cannabis Action Network. Cannabis is the medicinal name for marijuana. That's the name it went by until they decriminalized it back in 1937. Now, 2 hours after the bill hit this floor in Tallahassee, they raided Kathy Jordan's house. Her house is in Bradenton, Florida. And the police came in with ski masks and guns drawn. It was the sheriff's department. And the thing is, Kathy has to grow her own. She's an illegal patient. She was diagnosed with ALS 30 years ago, moved to Florida to party with her Vietnam vet husband, come down to Florida, drink and smoke herself to death. Well, she smoked pot for the first time in her life. And as soon as she smoked pot, the symptoms of the progression of ALS stopped. She has had ALS 30 years. She uses cannabis to stay alive. Her doctors have told her to keep smoking. Her neighbors know she smokes pot, and the local police did. It's just that once the article hit the floor, that's when the sheriff's department came in. Interestingly, they took a few of her plants, but they left her stash so she didn't die right away. Think about that. I don't think cops would have done that 10 years ago, would they have?
Well, you don't know, man. I tell you, that's a big gang there. They
know.
cover the gang part up, but you know, and they wear guns.
Yeah, I know.
Whoa.
Well, I talked to a lot of police, and they're pretty much on our side, too. They know the drug war has run its course.
Yeah.
But about this can, another man that's
Yeah, go ahead and introduce that.
Okay, this is Irv Rosenfeld. He is another, he's on a board of directors as well. And Irvin Rosenfeld gets 300 marijuana cigarettes every month from the federal government. He is a legal patient. And here's a picture of his book, and you'll see 300 joints in that can. Unfortunately, this can is empty, okay?
Damn it!
But you can see here, if you can get a close-up of this, you'll see his name. He gets this canister, well, not this particular canister, but a canister just like this every month. 300 joints. That's almost 9 ounces a month. And he has a degenerative bone disease that he's had since he was about 14 years old, and he's 57 now. And as soon as he was totally anti-pot, he moved to Florida to go to school, and he smoked pot for the first time. And the first time he smoked pot is when the disease started regression.
Going away,
Right.
Yep. I know. I get that too. My tongue gets in the way, yeah.
But interestingly enough, this is weed that has been frozen for like 25 years. So when he gets the canister of the 300 joints, he has to take them all out of joints, throw a couple of pieces of lead in it to get it moist again so we could re-roll the joints. Because this is grown on the University of Mississippi campus. So
what's the problem? They can't get the storage right.
I don't know, but here's an interesting story. Good point. But an interesting story is when the government and the pharmaceutical says they haven't done enough studies, that's simply not true. He has been getting pot from the government since 1982, and yet the government has not asked him once how he was doing.
Yep.
So if they really wanted to know, and they give him all this pot, why are there not government doctors studying? It's because they don't want to know, and they do know. I mean, we have too many people that are sick. Do you know anybody that right now that has ALS, MS, Alzheimer's, autism, cancer, PTSD? We got a lot of PTSD. We got a lot of troops back here in Brevard County.
Yes.
Any brain traumas, immune disorders, chronic pain, depression, anorexia, epilepsy or other seizure disorders, glaucoma, hepatitis C, IBS or Crohn's disease, muscle spasms, wasting syndrome. We know someone in every family that has these. This medication could help people with this right now. I'm sure you know someone in your family that this could help. Now, when they busted down Kathy Jordan, our president's door, that made many national newspaper. It was made the Huffington Post. I'm sure you've all heard of Huffington Post. The story made Alternate. The story made the New York Times. It also made the Miami Herald. People are waking up. As you can see, this is a Cocoa Beach Chamber of Commerce ID tag. We are a member of a Chamber of Commerce. We are one of the only marijuana organizations in the country that's even been allowed to join a Chamber of Commerce. And thank God for Cocoa Beach Chamber of Commerce.
Well, you might not be a member after this show.
No, they've renewed us and everything. I'm at functions at the Cocoa Beach Chamber of Commerce every month. I'm right there along with the other nonprofits. Yeah. It's not a left-right issue anymore. I'm working with the breast cancer ladies, the pink, their pink purses and all that. They're on our side. I've been in the Satellite Beach chapter of AARP for 13 years, and they know what I've been all about. I'm a former president of it. They knew what I was all about, and they still made me president for a year. And most of the old folks are ready too. They can see that we haven't been told the truth about marijuana. And it's just time, folks. I mean, here we are. We're in our 60s. Well, you're not 60 yet, but would you have imagined 40 years ago that we would still be fighting this battle?
Well, it's just, I'm going to interject something here, you know what I mean? And they listen, I don't never believe a friggin' word they say anyway, but all they want to do is fill you full of bullshit and put the wrong people in jail. Mm-hmm. You know, the day they lock people up for smoking pot, you know what I mean, is like just craziness because, you know, you got people out here killing each other, breaking into your houses, robbing you now, and they're more concerned about people having a damn puff on a joint. It's like, hello, you know. And not only now they want it in our pocketbook, and they want us to fix the system that they screwed up.
Well, part of the system is it's the prison industrial complex, and that's why you've seen a lot of pot smokers go to jail because the prison industrial complex has in their contracts that it's up to the law enforcement to keep the prisons at least 90% full because they can't make any money. Now, what kind of sick system is that?
Sick.
Right. It's just teaching our young folks that...
Well, how sick is this, right. Trip? I'm going to throw this out 180 because one thing we want to do is change the content up a little bit. And I hate to go back to this, but, you know, these people are supposed to be smart in Washington. Mm-hmm. Well, I'll tell you how smart they are. Or how dumb we are, okay? In fact, how dumb we are to listen to their friggin' nonsense
to put up with it.
And bullshit. There's too many people living in the woods, starving, and they go give all these third world countries millions of dollars for what? We need to mind our own damn business and take care of our own people. You know what I'm saying? Hello, wake the hell up out there.
We've got a lot of homeless veterans here, and basically all these veterans have just been used as guinea pigs for the pharmaceutical industry. And that's why
I brought this on today for a reason.
Okay.
This used to be a nice paper. Today it's just like a little rag of our community here, which is down to nothing. Now here you have all these people in Washington, and they need to solve this deficit that we didn't even create, but they want us to fix it at our expense. They're looking for all the money in the wrong places. Start with their pay. And when they're done, throw them the hell out. Like when you get fired or you leave your job, you're done. That's it. We don't pick up the tab no more. We don't send you on vacation. And you do not eat filet mignon anymore. Especially when you tell me that your salary's going to remain the same. You're going to get all your benefits. And I'm going to eat romaine noodles. Excuse me. No, I'm going to shove the romaine noodles right up your ass. Okay? Thank you. But anyway, let's get back to the good news.
Okay. Well, they found out in the last 10 or 15 years, we all know that marijuana smoked has some medicinal value, but they found out in the last several years that juicing raw cannabis leaves you get 10 times more of the medicinal value. If you just go on the internet and type in raw cannabis juicing, you'll see videos of showing how people have been cured of autoimmune diseases and so on. And there's no intoxication at all. Going back to Irv here, he smokes 10 cigarettes a day, and yet he gets no intoxication. All it does is his intoxication, which is not the right word, is he just
pain
feels
relief.
better.
Right.
Just pain relief. He's just normal. Yeah. He is a stockbroker down in Fort Lauderdale. That's a very intensive job. And his brokerage lets him go outside, you know, in the smoking area because he is legal. He is stopped by the police all the time, but police look him up. He knows he's in the system. But anyway, we're finding out, like we have also in our group, we have not students, but patients from Colorado and other states, and we see what they bring back. It's not even, most of the stuff is not even smoked. They have Tootsie Rolls, lollipops, and stuff like that.
Eating it now.
You don't have to smoke it to get the effects of it.
Yeah. Well, you know, last night I made myself a nice batch of brownies. I think we call them Alice B. Tokless brownies.
Yeah, I remember that.
In fact, if anybody wants to see a good movie with Peter Sellers, I love you, Alice B. Toklas. It's hilarious, and it drives home a good point. You know what I'm saying? And people need to get smarter out there and think about what the hell's going on around us, you know? Because it's not pretty, believe me, you know?
You can use the medicinal purpose of hemp, which is related to marijuana, but there's no intoxication. I myself take hemp oil every day, which is known to help arthritis and so on. I also take hemp hearts, which are inside the seeds, and that's your perfect combination of essential fatty acids, 3 to 6s and so on. So it is a very healthy product, even without the intoxication. They know it's just a miracle plant, and it's been just kept from us, and it's time people wake up.
Well, you know, at our age, Trip, you know, it's really great to feel good every day.
Mm-hmm.
At our age, it's hard to feel good.
I do feel good.
And they won't give us no relief.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, unfortunately, you got to do what you got to do to get it going on, you know.
Exactly.
Everybody's tired of the nonsense, and, you know, and yeah.
And I'm glad to feel good in Cocoa Beach. The first time I shot Cocoa Beach Pier was 1967. Now I'm 62 years old, and yeah, probably on a little day where I could weave through the pier, but that's about it. I ride a longboard, but my gosh, I live here in paradise. I'm healthy. I can still surf if the waves aren't too big or the water's not too cold. I mean, life's good, except now we've got this to battle, but we're not going to give up fighting.
No.
And just remember, go to our website, Florida Cannabis Action Network. We're a big website. We're known all over the state.
Yes. Well, you know, God bless you, because there needs to be more positive stuff going on in this world. And, you know, thank you, everybody, because people really do need to pay attention to what we're talking about here. It's like, you know, you go on that news at night, it'll terrify you. You don't even want to go out of the house, and the bullshit they feed you, it's like a little poison, so you don't go out of the house, and they don't want you going anywhere. But we're trying to change everything and make it fair for everybody. The main thing is we need to take care of everybody in our own country, and the hell with the rest of them. If we got to build a damn fort around us or put a big wall up on both coasts or whatever we need to do, it needs to get done. Thank you, Trip, for coming on.
Thanks for having me, Bill. I'll see you soon.
I will, sure will. All right.
Appreciate
Yep. In the meantime, God bless everybody for helping us be a success. Stay tuned with us. Please pass the word to everybody to tune in and help. You know what I mean? I'm still looking. Hey, Jamie, wasn't it 30 seconds with Domino's supposed to deliver us a pizza?
That's what I thought.
Well, that was last Thursday we ordered it.
No one ever brought us our pizza.
We're going to go on. Mark Gibson will be on with us. Mark Connors will be on with us in a few minutes. Everybody stay tuned in, and somebody find Gibson for us. Or Gibson, just let us know you're okay, all right? Hopefully you don't have the flu. But we'll be right back. Thank you so much.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Watering hole, making bets on dreams we had that weren't too far away. But I never worked as hard as I played. No, I never worked as hard as I played on those country summer days. Yeah. Summer whiskey in a Listerine bottle back when I was 16, so I wouldn't get caught. We'd ride the drag all night long, raising hell and singing songs about drinking, about small towns and back in black. I always found the parties, I remember the way that smell of beer and barbecue mixed with sweet summer hay. Oh man, oh son, well that's who I am and that's where I'm from. Grab a six, we get together, call each other on the phone, do cannonballs in a swimming hole at the end of Howard Road. Making bets on dreams we had, weren't too far away, but I never worked as hard as I played those country summer days. Sitting on the tailgate, singing the boys are back in town. From the rednecks to the punks, the press, we were all there getting down. At a pastor party at my cousin's house that the cops didn't know about. But that shindig, big dick word gets around and they found us out. They busted out the spotlights, we busted in running. Kids scattered around like field mice, we never saw them coming. I grabbed Corey and we ran and hid out in the grass. I stole the kiss and that was it. And every day after that, we'd get together, call each other on the phone, do cannonballs in a swimming hole at the end of Howard Road. Making bets on dreams we had that weren't too far away. But I never worked as hard as I played on those country summer days. Go on no expensive trips, just a free spirit is all I had, till I had a little cash and had half the tank of gas. We get together, call each other on the phone, meet a half mile west at the Cotton Gin at our favorite watering hole, making bets on dreams we had that weren't too far away. But I never worked as hard as I played. No, I never worked as hard as I played on those country summer days. Yeah. Summer days. Yeah. Woo.
We're back live with Bill Deitz.
There he is, the wild man from San Diego, Mark Connors. I love that guitar.
I know, I've been playing around with my new telly. Isn't that badass?
That's what Chris said. Look at that beautiful telly
My
there.
favorite guitar in the world, right there.
We've heard
Good
a
old
lot of power chords
Fender
out of them
telly.
babies, you know it?
Oh, man, it's just great. Stop that!
Stop that. I love the eye work with the guitar notes. Beautiful.
Yeah, man, it sounds really, really nice. And I play it through a crate. So, and it's got a really good sound. So, how you guys doing out there in Florida?
Well, we're a lot better than we were last week. We were both a little under the weather, weren't we?
Oh man, the flu season is just like hitting. I've had it twice now this year.
Yeah, I feel bad for you.
That sucks.
Yep. You know, Mark,
So-
when I flew out to sea, I was more scared about getting it on the airplane on the way out and on the way back. I made both trips real good and caught it when I got back here.
Yeah, oh, really?
Yeah.
So how's everything going? I understand that you guys are now redoing the studio, and it's looking good. I've been checking it out, and you guys are doing all kinds of new stuff, and then also you guys are going to now be airing live. Are you going to be doing video or just music?
Well, we're going to be
All the time.
doing a lot of different things because me and Will have talked about, not are we going to lock ourselves into the music scene, but we want to add a lot more contest if you're an actor, if you're an artist, or if you got something you can cook. But if you want to come in and talk about something interesting, we got time for everybody.
Yeah, we're doing the same thing over here at Worldwide Backstage Pass.
Yes.
You know that we're now adding Australia. We've got, we just added Africa.
Can we go with you?
Well, we're not going to Africa. They're actually coming to us across the way.
Gotcha. We're bringing everybody to us, you know it, brother? It's just amazing the people that you have brung on board with Tucson. And, you know, your guests have just been just outrageous. Say hello to Jen for me. How is she doing? This Jennifer Mills.
The Ninjetta.
Ninjetta. She's very beautiful.
Did you see her kicking my ass?
Yeah, I seen that.
Giving me a karate lesson. I couldn't believe that
I want to see that. Definitely. I want to see that.
She's amazing. She does all kinds of great stuff. So anyway, we're now doing our thing. We're in full motion of promoting and pushing indie artists. And that's Chris with you. Isn't that Chris over there next to you?
That's Chris right next to me.
Mark.
Chris, buddy, how you
Long
doing,
time.
bro?
Yep.
Hey, yeah.
Yep.
I'm so glad to have you on the show. You're on Worldwide Backstage Pass also, broadcasting around the world, doing the
Glad
show.
to be here. Beautiful guitar.
Thank you, sir. I saw it. It's my blonde babe.
Nice.
I seen your blonde babes. I want one. Sorry.
No, I only have one blonde babe, and I'm going to put this out. Everybody's already asking a bunch of questions, so
Good.
I'm sure that my girlfriend is watching right now.
I'm sure.
So I have an announcement to make to my girlfriend. That one is that I'm not cheating on you. I know I've been gone a lot. I'm not cheating on you. I bought a new car.
Oh, so you've been test driving, huh?
So I'm in love all over again now.
Oh, I love a new car.
But a lot of people have been asking this, and I want to let everybody know that what's going on here. Everybody has seen the Ninjetta. You've seen Ninjetta, right? It's Jennifer Mills. Mm-hmm. And she talks about her boyfriend a little bit every once in a while. I talk about my girlfriend a little bit every once in a while. I just want to let everybody know that Jennifer Mills is my girlfriend. So,
yeah, secret's out.
Well, yeah, because everybody was, like, hey, man, you should, get to know her. And she likes you. And I'm like, that's good. She should. I hope she does.
Well, you got someone that likes you, right? You like me,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I thought you liked me.
Oh, I love you, Mark. Chris loves you.
I like you, Mark.
Yeah. In fact, I'm going to
Really.
come back and see you hopefully soon. I get you another headlock out there, and we can beat each other up, remember? That was fun.
That was fun. Chris, you haven't seen my show. That's why you like me. You haven't seen my show yet, have you?
I'm seeing it now, I think.
Yeah.
I'm a new fan.
I talk a lot of smack, man. Yep. I start a lot of shit. We have the instigation investigation team. We busted the fake Facebook accounts.
Good.
That's a smoking done deal. They're getting ready to go out and make arrests on that thing.
Mark, just don't give them your address. You know that. Let's keep them all in suspense, right? Keep them hunting.
Well, it's hard to hide my life, Bill.
I know.
Everything about me is on the internet. It kind of sucks.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
At least you get on there and speak the truth, you know what I mean? You get on there and you listen, I love what you're bringing up, you know what I mean? Someone needs to get on there and shake these idiots up, you know? Excuse me.
Oh,
but,
this New World Order bullshit is really pissing everybody off, and it's screwing up everybody in every industry, including the music industry, and people aren't paying attention. Hey, April 15th, or is it? Something like that. April, somewhere in there, in the middle of April, the small arms treaty comes into effect.
Yeah.
Ooh, what does that mean?
I don't know. I'm a little nervous.
That means kiss your fucking guns goodbye.
Yeah, so great. So now what? What do you defend yourself with? A couple of, what? There you go. Good. We'll set them on fire.
Here, I got something to kick their ass with. Look at that.
I love it. There you go.
Here's another one for you guys.
Oh, Jesus. There he goes. Yeah!
Shit. See,
yeah, it's kind of aggravating, Mark, because we're from the same, we're all ticking on the same clock here about what the hell's going on around us, and
well, they're getting ready to body slam us with all those, taxes, and everybody knows that you've been playing. All of us vets have been playing for many years. Oh, really? Yeah. What the hell is that?
Well, they're just telling us how they're going to take our romaine noodles away now, and they're just going to give us the rice, and There's not going to be any more steaks or filet mignon. They've already got us now. You can't afford to drive anywhere. You know, you can't tour anywhere. You can't afford to put anything in your vehicle. It's like, you know, well, what are we going back to, horse and buggies next, or bicycles?
Yeah,
you know.
Well, you know, that's why I'm not touring. You know, the bus costs so much money. My bus is sitting in my parking lot. You see me. I host a show on it sometimes.
Yep.
Now I take it for motorcycle rides and camping and hunting.
Yeah, I hear you, man. That's about it too. You know, it's they've got us down to nothing, man. You know, why they're still partying up there? Why they're still high on the hog, living their lives away, and charging us for it?
I don't know why people aren't listening. Now, this show is for musicians, but you know what? All of the stuff that's going on in the world right now today affects us musicians. So if you think you're watching a show and it's a political show, guys, everything that's going on right now nowadays in America, around the world, is political. You can't make a fucking move. You can bleep the word fuck if you want. I don't fucking care, because gosh, I get pissed. You, Bill, you know I get pissed about this shit because we all work our asses off.
Well, you know, Mark, you know how I am, and I don't like using the F word too much, but I tell you, I had to use it the other night when I read that article about they're not going to cut their salaries, they're not going to cut their benefits, and we're going to be eating soup. No, that word comes out then. You know?
Oh no, and if you don't want to eat the soup, guess what? You know what it's all designed to do, Bill? I've been listening to you talk. Everything right now is designed to make you do one of three things: either join a club, which I say, again, screw that, or fight the club, which I have no comment at this time, or sit in your house
and do nothing.
And do absolutely nothing. Don't make any moves. Don't have any dreams. Don't have any goals. Don't have any will. No desire. No love to give. No love to receive. It's all designed for control.
Absolutely. And when you threw that word out there before, that statement, New World Order, a lot of people don't know what that means yet, but the people need to do a little investigating to find out what that term really needs, and it's happening.
They're going to know soon. They're going to know exactly what it means very soon. There's no way. You know what, Bill? There's no way. And I'd like to hear Chris's opinion on this.
Yes, we're going to get Chris's opinion.
Yeah. Chris thought he was going to sit there all quiet. Smile. Look at that good-looking face over there smiling, going, shit, I'm just going to shut my mouth and not bullshit. I'm going to bring you in on this, bro.
Well, Chris, you wanted to jump in the fire with us. Here you go.
Yeah,
jump in the pan.
I just want to say I love Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, he got it done, didn't he?
Ronald Reagan got it done. You know, I saw something, I think, online today. He took a bullet from an assassin and still fought for gun rights.
Yeah.
You know, I love Ronald Reagan. That's what I'm still waiting for, is the next Reagan to step onto the scene. I don't know if we'll ever see or meet that man, but it would be great.
You know what? Chris, you know what my opinion is on that one real quick is I don't believe that, people are going to think I'm freaking crazy, but you know what? I don't even give a shit anymore. If you don't have the intelligence in your head, the eyes in your eyeball sockets, the ears, you know, and the brain a little bit between your ears to see, hear, and know what's going on, study history, look at what happens. You can tell where we're at this moment in time. So I don't believe, Chris, that there will ever be another Reagan.
I agree. Yeah, sure.
And I also believe, Chris, that there will never, ever again be a president of the United States of America.
Well, that's a heavy statement, and you know what? I
think he's right.
Well, they're like puppets now.
Well, that's why when politics is brought up, I referenced a particular man and not really any party affiliation, because there's no line anymore. It's just everything is blurred. It's just a lot of craziness, and you know. So I reference one man that I admired, and I agree with what Mark's saying. We'll probably not see another Reagan. Everything is so politicized now that
Would you say it's all monetary driven? I would. You know
Well,
what I mean, it's it's the greed and power, and it has nothing
Well,
to
yeah,
do with any
absolutely.
of us. It's just
absolutely.
bullshit.
And I like what he just said about there will never be a president of the United States. That's a very deep and I
Think
say
about that, people.
a very, very accurate perspective. That's
And
cool
here's
to hear
another
that.
thing we want to stress from all three of us, and I think I can speak for Chris and Mark, is we don't want to come in and turn this show into an anti-government thing or anything, but we want everybody just to wake up and be aware of what the hell's going on around you, because if they get their way, you better be prepared to stay in your house and eat romaine noodles and watch whatever the hell they want to force feed you.
Bill, they're getting it to where it's not what musicians don't understand. They need to watch this show and listen to this bull crap. Are you still there?
Yeah.
Did I lose you? Okay. They need to listen to this stuff because, again, I'm going to point this out. Even though they may think that these politics have nothing to do with their music careers, then you're dead wrong. Because every single one of these laws that are coming into effect will affect every single person that owns a Social Security number, period. Doesn't matter where you live. It is called world order. Not just America, not just Arizona, not Tennessee. It's world order. So we're getting ready to get body slammed, and the reason why they're going after us so hard with the money stuff and trying to get the guns from America right now is because look at the date today. What is the date today? The March what?
7th, 6th, 5th. I'm sorry about that. My 5th.
Yeah.
March 5th.
In less than 30 days, America is going to wake up. No shit. I don't give a crap what you think, dudes. You're got a big surprise coming this month. You're going to wake up, and the world is going to change. Boom. You're going to hear what he did while he was asleep, while we were asleep again. And the bad guys when they're out. When they're out attacking is at night, when everybody's asleep.
Yep.
So he goes and signs this bullshit that just screws everybody over. We're all going to wake up to all these new rules, new laws. He's going to get up and say, hey, I got some news for you guys.
There it is. Spread your legs.
Yeah.
Well,
you're
my
screwed.
problem is, Mark, they all want to hide behind their parties, and to me, there shouldn't be any parties. They need to work together because all they're concerned about is the Republicans winning for their party and the Democrats winning for their party. They're not concerned about our best interests at all,
The musicians do know now that as of April, if you've ever performed in a club anywhere in your career at any time, in any manner, any way, somebody's Social Security number was registered, and usually it's the band leader.
Hello.
And that guy is now responsible for every single back tax that's due from every single band member that he had in those bands over all those years. And how in the hell are you going to go back to Ding Dong Ding-a-ling, that got arrested 20 years ago,
right.
And then the other one is dead, and the other one that you couldn't, the other million you can't find. How many band members, Chris, have you had in your band over the years, bro?
Well, it doesn't matter because if you ask anybody that's ever played with me, they'll tell you that I took everybody's money anyway and never ever paid anybody a cent. I hogged it all. So, fortunately, thank goodness I've been such an evil, greedy jerk all these years. I never paid anybody a dime. I have nobody to.
Well, you got nicer in your senior years. You matured well, like a fine wine, Chris.
So I'm responsible only for myself.
Yeah.
Chris, where are you from, Chris?
I've been here with Bill for so long that I might as well be a native.
I got old, he didn't.
But where were you born, though?
Chicago.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I can tell you're not from Florida. You're
Not, been here long enough. So.
Yeah, we've both been here long. And now we're coming out, right? We're coming.
coming.
We've got stories coming out. We've got music coming out. It's
So
just wonderful what we're doing, Mark, and I'm really excited for your shows at night, and I want to be part of that, and Will does, and we want to get on the air and just have some fun,
So what should happen is basically Will and you should give me calls. I can't ever get a hold of you guys. You don't answer your phones.
Well, I go to bed at 9 o'clock,
Because you're on the air and stuff, and then you.
They always take my calls.
Yes.
Just so you know, they always take my calls.
I'm going to send mine that way too. But I'd like to have you guys on the show. The thing is, though, Bill, I'm a little wild and crazy, and I talk about all kinds of shit.
Well, that's what it's about, Mark. We need to change it up here, and we need to talk about helping promote all types of different types of content, not just the music, but we need to broaden our horizons and pass the good word. Because if it isn't for people like us out here trying to keep everything real, things are going to go real sour real quick. And I think people deserve better than that. You know what I mean? I'm not a young kid anymore. I don't know how much time I got left, but damn it, I'm on a mission now. Want to give 1 minute or what? Yeah? All right. Good.
Oh, tell him bullshit.
Let's
That's
go a
bullshit.
little bit. Have we heard from Gibson yet?
Yes, that's what I was going to ask. What have you heard from Gibson? So
No,
busy out
no
there.
Gibson. We went with a double segment of Mark because we couldn't get a hold of Gibson. He's not online. So
Okay, well, I don't mean to be talking about. I'm a little flying. I love that.
Come on, baby.
Come on, baby.
Scream!
But anyway, I just got to ask you a few questions. We're flying a little blind today.
What's that?
That's called nasty. I like that. Anyway, we're flying a little blind today. I have no countdown clock in front of me, so I have to try to ask how much time I've got going on.
That's okay. Gibson Cage has been really busy. He's been shooting
Yes.
the Nashville thing, our co-host of our shows together that we have. Worldwide Backstage Pass includes all of us. This is all of us on that thing. You guys have your own independent shows, and I host the worldwide one where we all get to do this together, and I'm so happy, so blessed to have you guys involved.
Absolutely, and we miss Gibson today. We want to let him know we hope everything's okay. We hope he's not sick. I know he's been doing the Nashville show, but we love him to death too, and I'm going down to about 30 seconds, Mark. And we love you, and I will talk to you tonight about what we're going to do.
All right, guys.
Bye, Mark.
See you, Mark.
See ya.
Where are we at time-wise, guys? We get off the show? Holy crapper.
Oh, no, you got to run.
I got to run. I've been running my whole life. I'm going to get ready to take a rest. But anyway, again, I would like to thank Trip Spring for coming on and informing us about the medical marijuana. And Chris Long, my friend forever.
Bill, thank you very much.
God bless everybody. Pass the word. I'm Bill Deitz, Worldwide Live, and tune in next Tuesday. Tune in Thursday for Will. He's got a great show. Bye.
Flying, floating, oh so higher, flying through your cosmos fire. On the wings of love you've given me, I fly so high, never to break free, yeah, yeah. Did I see way up there on your own wings of despair? I never wanna see you crying. I never wanna see your feet touch the ground. Nah, nah, nah. If I do, baby, well, I will catch you. On these wings of love you've given me, I fly so high, I try to see, yeah, yeah, yeah. Take my hand, lead me away. Ooh, wanna show you my love. Well, I don't think I can keep it down. Bring me